Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Average Gentleman's Podcast. We're here with a guest. He goes by the name of Andrew. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Before we start jumping into, I guess, all the interview questions, let's see what's in everyone's cup. Andrew, since you're the guest, you kick it off first.
No, thank you. I am drinking my favorite Tito's with bubbly.
Bubbly, okay. Ray, what do you got?
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm same for me because I made the drinks.
Whereas I'm drinking an iced tea with a Pepto-Bismol chaser.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I've been having some stomach issues for the last couple months at this fucking point. And yeah, it just sucks. I've lost 17 pounds though, which is fucking awesome.
That's good. It's a blessing, but a curse.
Yes. It's like getting a tapeworm. You're like, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this losing weight, but I have no nutrition going into my system.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Water and Pepto. It'll keep you alive for a little while.
It's terrible when you vomit up only Pepto-Bismol though. I've done it.
What's the Tito's
really
in the Pepto?
gross.
That's true.
But see, now I heard the opposite. Now
Tito's and Pepto. I'm intrigued.
See, now I heard the opposite. Now, if you drink not Tito's, I'm sorry, the Peptos, that like you should let everything go through your system and just get rid of it. But
they don't know so I have really bad acid reflux. I've had it for like 15 years already. And the doctor thinks that the medicine they gave me, because I've been on it so long, just kind of like my body's like,
wore out.
Yep, fuck you, we're done with this. And the class of medicine they have, I've tried them both, and they're both kind of not working on me anymore. So I went and saw a gastrointestinal doctor at my where my sister works because she's in healthcare, and she wants me to come in for a colonoscopy and endoscopy, so I'm gonna get rotor-rooter from both ends, Chinese finger trap in my ass, and with the fucking
the fetal position.
Yeah. Luckily, they're putting me out. I have to go see my cardiologist to get clearance.
You want to be put out for that?
Yes, absolutely.
He doesn't want to remember.
It's not a Friday night, guys. I mean,
he don't want to walk funny when he wakes up. You sure that was just a finger? I mean.
Felt more like two, and I liked it.
No, your ass is going to be sore anyway. How do you know that something else didn't go on while you were out?
Listen, if I remember, it didn't happen. That's the rule, right? That was my rule in college when I drank too much, and I hear stories. I'm like, it didn't happen. I don't remember that shit, man.
Yeah, to ask your friends.
Exactly. So,
all right. Well, let's bring it back to our guest, Andrew.
Yes.
How you doing today?
Very good. It's another hot day here in Jersey.
God. It's fucking 90 degrees out. I'm sweating my balls off.
It was extremely hot. And
it has caused us to relocate.
Yeah,
yes.
We went from a pretty nice location down 2 floors to my garage.
We went to the penthouse to the basement of the house.
Is it because I'm like, I guess I'm a down and dirty kind of guy? I'm digging this, man. Like, I kind of want hey, let's light up a joint and just fucking sit in the garage.
Yeah, we are in the trench.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but if it was a little bit cooler, it is a little bit cooler here than it is up there. So I'll take it.
We got doll houses and drones and snowboards.
Yeah, got a bunch of shit down here. All right. So Andrew.
Yes.
Do a little intro.
Yeah, let's do a little intro. We've known you for a long time. I've actually met you through Ray.
Very long time.
I've known Andrew since kindergarten, so it's like 30 years.
I would say I turned 36.
Yeah,
you turned 36. Ramsey's.
I'll be 36 in a few months.
And yeah, so Raymond, like I said, I met him in kindergarten, and then Ramsey I met in high school when Raymond moved out. And,
did you guys get in trouble like in recess? There was like a group of kids like.
We saved all our trouble after school.
Yeah, after school. I mean, there was only a handful of us in grammar school, so like everyone.
Yeah, we came from a really small grammar school,
Catholic.
Like I think Ramsey almost has as many kids as we had.
Sounds about right.
That's why I'm one and done, guys.
Yeah.
One and done.
Yeah. Well, we're done. So Andrew, we brought you on as a guest because you have interesting.
Yes, the job
interesting job. So give us well, all right. So I've heard different stories from your job, and one particular story reminds me of a scene from Breaking Bad. As far as
I honestly don't know what the fuck you do.
So
wait, hold on.
But
Hold on.
But if you reference Breaking Bad, I hate to say it, I'm guilty. I really never watched it. So
Okay. So there is a scene in Breaking
drugs
Bad
everywhere. That's it.
There's a scene. Well, this is how
Tuco?
this is how I remember it. I don't know. No, it wasn't Tuco. But there's a scene in Breaking Bad where they put a body in a blue.
In the
What is it?
the hydrochloric acid.
The hydrochloric acid, and they're basically melting a body
in the bathtub.
Not just in the bathtub, but in like this blue tube that can hold.
No,
the
they put it.
acid.
They switched to the tube because they put the hole in the bathtub.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
yes.
Tuco. That's who they were dissolving. Was like season 2. It was Tuco.
I guess maybe. Yeah.
He was held in the
so,
basement. Yeah.
So anyway, so this is what reminds me of Andrew's
Big
job.
fan. Sorry.
It's totally not this.
So-
You
so-
put hydrochloric acid.
No,
Holy
it's-
shit.
So you make meth?
So yeah, we make meth and
make meth?
and fat
No.
from
No,
body soap.
all I what I'm trying to get it to was that from what I've heard is that you melt tissue off bodies or
No.
Okay,
no,
what-
we don't
so
do
what
that.
is it?
No.
give
we don't.
us
No, that's too dramatic.
give us a breakdown
So
because it's an interesting job.
Yes. So the company that I work for, and it's a great company. What we specifically work with is tendons from cadavers as well as bone, and it's also called cancellous. What we do is we have a special team. They're called the recovery team. So if you're an organ donor, we don't take nothing living organs like your eyes, lungs, heart. We do the opposite. We take your bones and your tendons.
Okay.
So a good story would be Carson Palmer tore his ACL a couple of years back. So we had a cadaver. They matched the specific measurements of his knee, where the cadaver also matched, and we build, or we want to say we create from a cadaver the piece that goes perfectly into Carson Palmer's knee. So the doctor easily just almost, because when you tear your ACL, there is the specific measurements, and then when they put it in, we make that measurement. So, and it's just simple like replace. You need replace. Yeah.
Hold on. You make a measure. So not only are you harvesting the tendon or the ligament, you're then sizing it?
And then we're sizing it, right? Because then...
So this is a replacement?
It's a replacement.
Or you're just kind of like...
No,
kind of meshing it together. And
because how tendons work, the tendons in your body don't heal itself. It's more or less gone.
Right.
So then you got to replace it almost like it's I hate to say it, but it's almost like a car. If something like your rotor goes or the fan belt goes, you have to replace it with something. So we replace it with a ligament from a cadaver, donated it. And now Carson Palmer is able to continue what he was doing.
How much time do you have to do this?
So there's no specific time limit. We have donors that as of right now, if we stop people being donor organs, we have enough for about next 5 to 7 years of people already.
Nice.
To replace, whatever, whatever they need.
So you're freezing this shit, man.
So everything.
My mind, if you guys can't see this, but my mind is getting blown right now, man. I'm figuring out what he's doing as he's saying it. Okay.
So we have these refrigerators. You're a donor organ. I'm sorry. So we have the recovery team. And they take it. They take everything out from your femur bone to all your Achilles, your tendon, the muscles that you look in the back. From your rotator cuff, radius ulna, your cadaver, all this.
They basically strip you down.
Pretty much. And then, like I said, it's almost like a chop shop. It's pretty gruesome.
No, I think it's a good comparison.
It's really, that's how, if you have a brand new Mercedes, you break something, we can replace it.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's a cool job. It's definitely a cool job.
Yeah.
One question I have is, how did you get the job? How did you find out about the job?
So,
because that's not something that you can go out.
What'd you major in?
You're right. So
Are you a doctor?
but you would think, because actually most of my coworkers, all of them are international doctors from Pakistan to China. We have different varieties of doctors. So when they come to this country, they don't have the doctrine yet. So that, they start with us, and then like I said, it's just not making tendons, for people toward the ACLs or MCLs. it's replacing numerous like arms. Like if someone has a cancer, they take out the bone, they replace it with someone else's arm, more or less, like the humerus bone. We had a patient with a little kid had a tumor growing in his bone in his forearm. They cut out maybe about like 8 centimeters of that bone. They replaced it with another kid who unfortunately passed away. And today, he could pitch, he could catch with his father.
So no prosthetic, nothing.
No prosthetic. They cut it out. They put a little rod into it, and then it's like almost good as new. Unfortunately, he has
fucking amazing.
That's really.
Why is not everyone donating their bodies then, man? Like if we can just like.
Right.
So here's another question.
If you can freeze them, save them. It's not like there's a 2-week or a heart has a 24-hour time limit on this shit, right?
Yeah.
And like if you can save this shit in like in a new parts, old new stock fucking kind of way.
So I have a couple questions. So
sure.
The bodies are they've got to be on some kind of donor list. I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah. And if you back your driver's license, your organ donor, check. Yes.
Okay. So it's not like these are like Jane Doe bodies, like it's a horrific car accident.
Not everyone can be an organ donor.
Well, it's not organ.
Organ donor / bone donor. I mean, it's still considered the same thing.
Okay.
So if you're not an organ donor, you're not a bone donor.
Okay, gotcha.
You can't
donate anything.
We take everything. Yeah.
Okay.
We take everything. It's crazy. Yes.
I mean, you hear about the organ donations, but I've never heard of bone donations.
You hear about big ones, right? The eyes, the heart, lungs,
the
kidneys,
all that shit, right?
Livers.
I've never heard of the bone.
So and what our biggest, I guess, manufacturer, that kept us in the beginning is called DBX. And DBX, what they do is, and it's when they. Even when if you have surgery done with your mouth, like and you go to dental, they have these. It's called a putty. That putty is a material crushed up bone that from a cadaver that they inject into your jaw or something, and then that helps it replenish whatever you lost that the doctor took out.
Okay.
So if you have like a real seriously, teeth and injuries or something that they dig out, they just implant it with this putty. And then that putty generates from your body, and then it's almost as good as new.
That's interesting.
My
wife works for a dentist. I didn't know that's where that. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know where it comes from.
Right, and it's interesting. Majority is from a cadaver. So an average cadaver, could help almost up to 200 people because you're making these syringes, and you can get like 100 syringes. That's 100 different patients. So it's crazy how.
That's insane. I don't think I've ever heard.
And I'm pretty sure the number is probably even higher.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've already learned so much. I know we're going to learn a lot more, but I am going down a rabbit hole fucking tonight on fucking on Google and YouTube. Wow.
And it's funny because this is actually old technology that we're doing. Now we're digging into, I hate this, it's kind of disgusting, but the placenta with women who have breast implants or breast reduction from they have cancer, and it's just helping rejuvenate themselves.
Stem cells are amazing.
Exactly, the stem cells, right? And now we also have another technology called
it's expensive to do that though.
Sure, I mean,
I heard about some guy grew a toe back. Like he lost his toe to diabetes, started getting stem cell injections in the toe for that.
Sure.
And a nub grew fucking back.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy where technology is going. The program that I'm on now is called Cardimax, and what we're doing is we're taking cartilage from cadavers, like from your femur bone, your talus, the bone that's in your foot. And we're making it into a putty that where if you have generation growing on your anywhere in your knee, the doctor cuts it out. They implant this like almost like a putty, like a paste like you do to a wall, and the cells in it rejuvenate, and then boom, you don't need a knee replacement because it's already replacing it. And it's big right now in European.
All the soccer players,
right? Yeah, exactly. Right. And so we're trying to get it over here, and little by little, but that's like our bread and butter.
Like FDA clearance and all that shit, right?
Right.
Yeah, but like you're on the cutting edge of this shit, then, man, because it sounds like it's a small industry. It doesn't sound.
Our company is the number one company, and there is other other companies. I don't know their real names.
Like competitors,
right? They're using farm animals, whatnot. But we are specific human tissue, and it's like it is mind blowing because
that is insane.
So.
I wish we were videotaping this because my facial expressions have to be hilarious right now.
No, really.
No,
my brain is breaking as I'm listening to you. I'm like, glitch.
Right.
No, I mean, this is
this isn't like you don't necessarily have to replace one bone. Like it's not a 1-for-1. Like, I'm not going to use the right terms, but like grind up a bone. And use it to fix something else.
It don't matter what bone we get from you.
So it's not it's pretty much your body. Like a liver transplant is for a liver.
Well, I mean, again, we don't do live organs. Like,
but I'm saying, like you could take one type of bone,
right?
And it doesn't necessarily have to be used to fix that type.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
He's saying liver cells and heart cells are different, right?
Right.
But
because they have different functions,
bone cells are bone cells.
Yeah. Right. So if you needed maybe, let's say, or you couldn't find a specific bone for your shin, right? Maybe you could take, but say it's a small piece that you need or something, and can you take it from the forearm and put it in the shin?
You can if it's
the right size or whatever,
right? Because there is a lot of I want to say units or specific manufacturing parts that we make that even like the ribs in your bone. So if you want a nose job done, it's the coastal cartilage in your ribs and the rhinoplastic, I believe it's called.
Okay.
So that's how they get it. They get it from your rib. So if someone gets a nose job, they take out the cartilage from your nose and replace it with a cadaver's rib part, and then there it is. It's cartilage is cartilage. It don't matter.
That's crazy.
And the same thing with bone. Insane. Yeah, it's so much the same. And and it's really fascinating.
It makes sense though, doesn't it? I mean,
no, it does. It does. Like you have these pieces, you shave it down, you cut it up to however you want it, you mold it, and you use it for what you need it. Right?
We're all the same things.
So it's recycling. So
basically,
it is recycling. The biggest question I always ask is like, well, this person is different from that person. So how is it possible that your body generates? And it's true, just like Ray said, that we're all the same. And Joe said, I'm sorry, that we are all the same inside, and enough antibiotics, and if the doctor does it right, our body are now evolving to accept,
to adapt, and all that. Exactly. This is, by the way, completely different than what I thought. I thought you were like melting tissue and fucking you were getting these bones, and I was like, what the fuck?
I thought you were making fucking skeletons for like high school kids. I thought you were sitting in the lab, boiling bones, that was putting them together with little hooks.
I was thinking that too at one point. I was like, I wonder if he dips a whole body and pulls out a skeleton.
He's got dolls in his basement that he's fucking.
But don't get me wrong, there's enough solutions and like antibiotics that that we go through that make it safe, and that's what our main company is. We want to be safe for the patient, safe for the people working on there. I mean, we're head to toe from aseptic technique, head to toe. I mean, we have goggles, we have masks on, we have a certain layer of clothing on us called bunny suits, where like it's polyester that nothing comes in, just everything comes out.
So when you get a body, right, you're getting basically, let's say, straight from a hospital or from morgue or whatever, right?
Right.
What's your process like as far as you get it and then what?
Yeah, so easy. Okay. Before I was talking about a recovery team. So the recovery team, I don't want to say they're the most important to what we do, but they retract everything from a person's body.
Okay.
So when we get it, if we get the femur bone, like we don't get the skin, with all that muscle.
They take everything out.
So they take majority of it out. We do have another department in our company that actually deals with skin. So if you're, again, if you're an organ donor, if you're a burn victim, if you're a woman you had the breast cancer or whatnot, and they have a whole unit and with skin, and if they need to take chunks of skin out, they replace it with the cadaver skin, and hope it grows, and we had a really high case of very successful.
So you're not the chop shop, you're the fence. Is what you are. The doctors are chopping up the bodies essentially, and you're the one that's. I don't want to say selling them because that's probably the wrong terminology. But
I mean, we're a nonprofit, so yeah. So whatever the recovery team does, the more they recover, the more we could get out of a donor, and the more money the company makes to help us continue what we're doing, and helping on patients, which is our number one goal. Making everyone's life easier. So,
well, where does the money come from then? Insurance?
Yeah, insurance, doctors.
Can I buy a bone? Like, can I say, hey, I'm looking for a femur?
As I believe,
they're not fucking Walmart.
Yeah,
it doesn't work for Walmart.
I don't think you could go there.
How do you go about getting it?
If you need it, you go to a doctor. And
if I become rich enough and I need something that, my insurance says no, you don't need that or something like. But why could I then go and pay out of pocket to?
Well, I'm sure you can, right?
Bone?
Well, they're not going to deny your money.
Right? We don't deal. I don't
trafficking of bodily parts, right? If I'm paying,
then you're talking
if
about
the insurance
market,
is paying for it, it's within the realm of you're doing your thing. But if I'm paying for it, does that change? Like, because then that you can buy a kidney, right?
Why wouldn't you be able to go buy a body part from this place?
Well, isn't it against the law to buy organs? I mean, it sounds like this is in the same category as an organ.
I guess, but is it technically an organ?
It's living tissue. I mean, bones are still living
tissue. I don't believe you could go, hey, here's $100,000. I need a leg. I mean,
so how do you qualify to be on this list?
Like, you gotta be to the doctor. I mean, I had 2 ACL repairs, and it's because I needed it.
Repairs or replaced?
Replaced, yes.
Did you?
Yes, I had 2. Yeah,
so did you find your piece that you needed?
According.
Hold on.
Actually,
start
if you want.
Start from the beginning. All right, so you injured yourself.
Wait. I'm catching up here. Did you just say you had 2 ACLs replaced?
I did.
Wait, yes. So I need to hear it. We need to hear how it happened. So you got injured. We know kind of the story. You got hit by a car.
I know the story.
You got hit by a car.
So I'll tell the
this is not a glazed by story. You got hit by a car. You may have died.
I had my ex-girlfriend's dogs, who I know she loves these things. I love them too. They very smart dogs. They were pit bulls, and they actually opened up my gate. I lived next to, at the time I was living next to a park, and they ran straight to the park. Me not being the most athletic at the time, running after these things, and I caught one, and I brought her back into the house. As I was chasing the second one, she was running in and out of the cars that was parked by the park. And I picked her up, and I looked. The car was about maybe 30 feet away, and I put my hand on my, hey, stop. As I got a little bit, I grabbed the dog a little bit tighter to walk back. The guy hit me. As he hit me, I tear off his side mirror, and I wind up flying on the floor. So I got up, and I'm like, I'm fine. Oh,
all the adrenaline kicked in.
The guy comes out of his car, smoke in his car, just everywhere. So clearly, I guess he was smoking, something. And I'm like, I don't want to get this
little Cheech and Chong style action.
And yes, and I didn't want to get the kid because I know it was a young kid. I'm like, listen, just get out of here. But as I was walking, I'm like, something don't feel right. So the next day, I go sit down in the bathroom, and when I try to get up, both my knees just gave out, and I just hit the floor, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? So then, then the following day, I went to get an MRI done, and I tore both my ACLs of both of my knees. So I'm like, oh, great. So now...
it's a great story.
So...
What'd you do about the guy who hit you? Because
I let the guy do. I let him go.
But now your insurance has to be like losing their mind on you because they don't know who this guy is. Like
I never reported it to the insurance. I never said anything. So
I just say when they ask, like...
So, I was in the bathroom and I fell.
So when they told me what happened, I'm like, listen, this is what happened. The guy came and he I let him go. He took off. So they're like, oh, all right, well, this is what's wrong with you. So what do you want to do about it? I'm like, well, I want to, I'm at the time, I'm 25 years old. I'm like, fix me. So I got the one knee replacement done. And then, it was working well. I was back to normal. It took me 2-3 months, to recuperate. And then I did the other knee, and then, and then I just kept on, it helped myself. Yeah. But at the time when I got my first ACL replacement, I told the doctor at the company I worked for, I'm like, listen, I want you to get the piece that I made because I know how I made it. And then supposedly, this doctor, I don't know if he was BSing me or not, but he's like, this is the piece that you made from the so-and-so donor, and we put it in your knee. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Then I'm like, all right, so cool. Good. I made my own ACL replacement.
You're like Johnny fucking Five. You're repairing yourself,
right?
Man.
Yo, that's a pretty good thing.
You made the part to go into your car, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
So that's pretty mind blowing.
And you're still standing, so
standing.
So how does it feel?
Good job.
I mean, it's what 10 years later.
Yeah, it's 10 years later. There's always side studies like how many times you need a replacement. I mean, it's not like a boob job. Like every 10 years you need to get it bigger. You go for a double D to triple X or whatever.
Well, I imagine that did you have to take like the rejection drugs and everything? Will your body fight the tendon versus
that's what's strange. I didn't have to take no antibiotics when the doctor implanted the tissue in me, and I just had to do the regular requiring physical therapy, and then I was fine, and that's how I end. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, besides the fact now I have I have screws besides your regular normal.
Yeah. I mean,
tissue,
it's not that it's just insane. It's such a unique story, and
just the fact that you fixed
yourself.
Your knee.
Yeah. Like you made the piece that you, how did you I guess you've been doing it for a while, but how did you know that like what you made was going to be fit for you? Like,
so that, again, that's because, I've been working there for so long that, I mean, from a week from working there, I could do up to like 30 different donors. So, and then I've been there for 11 years. So,
what is it, like an X-ray? Like, I guess it's like an X-ray of your knees.
So,
right?
yeah, with the MRI, they tell you, all right, this is 5 millimeters from your shin to your kneecap to your femur bone, and
you get every kind of measurements that you need.
So, yeah, there's a lot of different details into how and what you need for your body.
And obviously, if you wanted it for yourself, you wanted it to be
right.
as perfect as possible.
Well, like I said, I told the doctor, listen, this is why I work. I want my own stuff that I made. So I think he called my company. He's like,
you got high your own supply.
Yeah. And so I told my doctor, I'm like, listen, that's what I work for. Please, if you could get what I made, specific. And according to when I woke up,
the company was okay with it.
The company was okay. Then this is hearsay, but this is what he said to me, the doctor. So I believed him. So
yeah,
and you should.
Right.
That's the right story.
Yeah. No, I mean that's that's a unique and really cool story.
And it's the good ending to the story, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I even if my leg, I'm still walking fine. Right?
Even if you didn't do it, I still would tell people that you did it.
Yeah,
because,
So,
yeah.
But see, and now just to add, so the technicians that I work with and for, we don't get enough credit. It's always a lot of the doctors because they did the surgery, but also at the the back end, we are also making the tissue.
And you're fabricating the parts,
right?
If you don't make the part, the doctor can't.
And if you don't make it right,
if we don't make it right, of course we're the ones to hear about it. But if we make it right, and that's how it's always that's always my issue.
Yeah,
with what I do is because the technician
you don't get the credit.
The technician don't get the company gets the credit, and then the doctor gets credit, but.
This would be like one of those Mike Rowe, unsung heroes fucking type of stories.
Right.
Because, seriously, who's more important? The guy who installs the transmission in your car or the guy who made it? You want the guy who made it because, anyone can fucking put a couple bolts on for the most part.
Right. And that was always my...
I'm not talking down doctors. They do a lot of fucking good things.
No, absolutely. It's amazing.
You can never fix anything with faulty parts.
Right.
And you're making the parts, which is fucking blowing my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's,
This is
I just want one for the little guys, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, listen, they deserve it. They're the ones.
They're not little guys.
Yeah, they're the ones. They're the ones who get the plans, build it out, and then they say, "Here you go."
Right.
Because if they didn't do their job right, the doctor's not going to do their job right.
I'm fucking writing to Mike Rowe and saying he's got to go check you out, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So and we have a lot of technicians that work for our company. We have a lot of technicians who've been there for a long, long time. I mean, some get recognized, but there's a lot of and it's around the board. It's just a lot of people who are they get their hands filthy. They're in the grind, and just to get everything right for that patient to be okay, and it's missed. I mean, we hear it, in meetings. Oh yeah, we appreciate you, this and that. But it's just like, well, when the patient or a recovery patient comes and does the speech, you never hear, well, who's the technician who made it?
They always say the doctor.
It's always, your company is the great company. I'm like, okay, yeah, but
it's nice.
If they don't know.
reaction.
That's the thing. They don't know,
and that's it is. They don't know.
They don't know that it's a
start branding your stuff, man. Just like create a little mark that's yours.
Your
Nike check mark on the fucking
microscopic little initials in there. Like, yes, this is we got it.
Instagram every bone that you make.
Right. So
I made this, motherfuckers.
Right. You're walking because of me. No, but I get, our company's doing what,
All right. So here's another question. So you have a lot of technicians.
Sure.
So the ones, I guess it's the recovery team, right?
Right.
They're the ones who actually see the dead bodies and all that stuff.
Right.
So I'm sure you know a whole bunch of them. And have you seen any? Or you just get the parts?
So I have, in my 12 years doing this, I've seen 2 cadavers, and it's not a pretty sight.
Okay.
It's
now a follow-up question to that is, do you, because you've seen him, right? Because it's not an everyday occurrence that you've seen him, right?
Right.
Do you ever get nightmares from it? Because it's for you, it's a little bit different because they're already. Hold on, they're already they're there. They delivered. They picked up whatever. And it's different from an EMT because of like an EMT or whatever. Say it's a car accident, person's dead right in the accident, whatever.
You could put a face towards what that person went through, or the disaster, or you want to call it, but we don't get to see the image of a person's face. Like when I'm looking at you, and then I don't see you. I see what's underneath you.
Yeah.
So the recovery team, I give really big kudos, because they're the ones, if they have nightmares,
then
they're the ones that have nightmares.
Now I know you probably know a few of them. So do they ever say that they have issues or?
I think it's just like, I hate to say it, it's just like every other job. Like they grow accustomed to it.
Yeah.
It's an occupational hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean,
but that's the thing. There's some people that can actually handle that.
Right.
Where they don't get that squeamish feeling. They don't get sick. They don't get.
Right.
It doesn't.
It's almost like
them.
a skill set.
Right. Like unless you're a nurse or a doctor to deal with all that same.
And I'm sure that they have to go into interviewing for a position.
Of course,
knowing that
this is what you have to deal with for the rest, not for the rest of your life, but for however long you're working here.
Yeah,
just over time you get numb to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, I strongly believe they get used to it.
They probably see the greater good too, right? I mean, it's terrible.
At the same time, yes, but your first experience, like.
Oh, I'm sure the first month they're all having fucking nightmares.
I'm sure they all remember their first.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, I'm rationalizing if it was me trying to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't kill him. It's terrible that it happened, but I'm trying to make the best out of the situation.
And
right?
you definitely need some kind of straight, set of mind. Like, all right, this is
to deal with.
This is what I got to do. This is my job. And
is there more burnout with that position than your position? Because you said there's a lot of techs have been there for years. Like, is that a more turned over position because of that?
I know I did work with 2 technicians recently who were, I believe they were there for a couple, numerous years. And to them, the same thing. Like they just got used to, they don't look at it as a human body anymore. Like they just like, this is what I have to do. You know,
it's the card again. They're
right.
Parts.
Here's the parts.
There's the parts. You know, who am I helping and how am I helping them? And then there's numbers. I'm sorry.
No.
No, that's it.
No, so to like level, like, because I've never seen an actual cadaver.
Right.
We've all seen them in movies.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is there?
So the difference. So when the recovery team replaces your bones, and when you get to see your loved ones or a friend at a funeral, the best way to explain it.
Yeah.
They implant your body with a prosthetic, more or less. So
Okay.
So they incise, they cut inside of you to take out your bones, and then they just replace it with a prosthetic, and that's how, more or less, that's how you see them when you go to a funeral.
So this is more of a bone, rather, so that
right.
like you still have that
like
kind of
your
structure.
eyes, and like I said, your eyes, your lungs, that's all living. So that has to be removed
Like right away.
Right
Yeah.
away.
Okay, I'm confused again. How do they decide what bones to remove? I thought like, okay, I'm donating my body to science. Chop me up. I got my arm on the table over there. My balls are over there in the bucket.
Well, yeah, because
they're burying these people with the so this has to be done. They have to harvest them.
well, that's a good question because what if you need like, so if you are organ donor, like what qualifies you to like take the skin, or because like, all right, how are you gonna have a funeral?
It's all if your body's perfect, more or less.
Okay.
I mean, if you are like a person like myself with my knees who had the 2 ACL replacements, it'll be in my history background. So like, okay, honestly, we can't take his knees
Unless it's a perfect fit for someone else.
Right. Well, no. I mean, so they'll have some kind of information on you, if what they could take from you, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and you do go through. I mean, it's just not like you die. We're going to take everything from. There's so much stuff that so many tests that they go through. You go through, if you have any genital herpes, if somebody come cancer, HIV. Tattoos. If you have tattoos, you can't be a skin tissue organ donor.
I was going to ask if you were a skin donor, would they give like
no? If you have tattoos, you can't do it. You had half of Elvis.
Well, the whole organ donor thing has always amazed me because unfortunately both my parents have passed, and we donate. My dad had a brain cancer. My mom was lung cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad's eyes were donated to someone. So one person got his retinas, one person got his
right.
But that when they were asking us those questions, I'm like, wait, my dad just died of brain cancer. You've been pumping him full of all these terrible fucking drugs.
Yeah.
How are his eyes not just fucking little sacks of poison?
Right.
And they said it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That amazing.
You know what's weird? So my dad is on the list to be have kidney transplant. So he's waiting on that. So it's like maybe I'll send him over to Europe.
No.
I mean, he's looking. Just for he was actually.
Is your dad come on like his both kidneys shut down? He's on dialysis.
Yeah, he's dialysis all the time. Yeah, 3 days a week,
Always
3 hours a day. I think he's I mean, he's always wiped out.
A lot of water,
completely wiped out. Every time he goes. So
Yeah, no, it's my Lisa, my ex, her uncle had the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
and he was on it for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just started this year. First they put like the tube in his chest.
Yeah. Right.
And then he had to do that, and then they had to implant the thing in his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So then once that healed, then they took the thing out of his chest. And it's been
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I mean that's a different ball game for me.
I don't know if I'm strong enough for that kind of stuff, man. Like, I think about like what my dad and my mom went through. I'm like, give me just give me a shit ton of heroin and
just let me go in the sunlight.
Let me go have a fucking great weekend or something. I just know. I mean, you never know until you're faced with it, right?
Right, exactly.
I never thought.
And that's the thing. Now that you've got a kid, right? It's like you want to be able to go as long as possible.
Yes, I want to see him have kids. Yes, but it's
and then it gets even
Then you want to see your grandkids.
Exactly when he gets old enough, and like you want to be able to kind of be there and
You want to spend $300 a ticket to take him to Disney because that's what it'll be by that time.
Yeah.
I'll still be a season pass holder, guys. Still be a season pass holder. I'm going back again in a couple weeks. We're going down September.
Yeah,
for a long weekend.
That's good.
But
so Andrew, I have to ask, do you still like working and doing what you do?
I do, because like I was saying earlier, we do get these stories where how much we're helping other patients. Like I said,
it's that
earlier,
feel-good story.
It is the feel-good story. You know, what we're doing, you know, how much we put effort into specific grafts that we make for a specific person. There is actually one story that I wish it was a happy ending, but it wasn't. I believe a couple of years ago, there was a patient who fell from, he lived in Houston. I think he was a contract worker. He fell on his face from like, I want to say a couple stories, and like a rod went in his face and like shattered a lot of his bone plates in his face.
So like his cheekbones,
his nose, you know, his like the
orbital socket probably.
And it's almost like the story. There is a gentleman, I don't know his name. I know that he had the whole skin plant transplantation on him.
The face,
the guy with the face
guy. It's almost similar to that, but that guy has his bone muscle, his bone, I guess, structure, right? So this guy didn't have that. So we had a patient, and he was a lot older, and we took his face, and it was from like his jaw, like his upper jaw to his forehead, and we tried to, and we received this in the room, and we tried to remove as much tissue. And the problem with a lot of tissue is how much bacteria and whatever grows that could affect the patient. So while we try to remove, and we had at the time, we had a specific, it's like a hydrocission water pressure to remove tissue, remove everything that looks, you know, abnormal to that tissue or to that bone structure that we received from the donor. And we removed as much as possible, but as much as we removed bad cells and good cells. So when the doctor tried to implant it into the patient in Houston, it didn't take. But they were that close of, you know, getting this guy a whole new face because, you know, just because of the bacteria that was growing on it, it couldn't happen. I'm not too sure what happened to that patient, but, you know, I was really rooting for that, you know, what we did, you know, helped, but unfortunately, I don't think it did. And
it's like fucking Face Off with Travolta and Cage, man.
Yeah. And you know, I was hoping it worked, and then like it's just sometimes like it works.
How
sometimes
can you
it
not
don't.
be motivated to like do everything you could to get that to work?
So and that's just like one other story. And there's another story I have that's it's pretty sad. So like I said earlier in the program that we have a lot of doctors from overseas, and so the one doctor from Pakistan, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. You know, he's always asking me, "Hey, how you doing? Did you get drunk this weekend?" You know, down to earth guy.
And naturally,
you know,
every weekend is yes.
You know, yes. You know, he's like, you know, I think he, you know, this is his life. You know, carelessly through me. He's like, I mean, how many women do you know? So I'm like, nah. So
he's like, I'm engaged now.
I mean,
this conversation before you got engaged, right? Way before.
And so I was working with him, and I noticed like he wasn't like his normal self, like he wasn't upbeat, like kidding. And I'm talking to him, I'm like, you know, is everything all right? And then he's like, oh, you know, unfortunately, you know, I think I know this donor that we're working on. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, my son is about this guy's age, and I believe this is the guy who passed. So now, I'm sorry to jump, but so with MTF, there's two different divisions. There's one called fresh tissue, and there's one called whole donor. Fresh tissue is people who, or I want to say donor organs, they're passed away within 48 hours.
Okay.
So this specific donor that we were working on, he died 36 hours, and he was the friend of his son that went down the shore and he drowned. So he was looking at the kid and he was acting like, this could have been my kid.
Like he knew.
He knew the
like
kid.
Straight out of a Law and Order episode.
Right.
Yeah.
He knew the kid. So, I see how it affected him. Like, he's like, shit, this could have been my kid drowning, and I looked at him and this guy, he's in his late 40s and he's, I don't want to say he was in tears, but he was really heart-filled and like, shit. Like, this is life. I mean, this is what's happening. Now we're going.
They hit close to home.
Right. He's like, this could have been my kid. And, and that got me like shit. Like, what we do, it could be someone that and how important it is how, we do everything specific to the point from being, because it's really easy to, fuck things up. Like, you if you touch something the wrong way, because there's germs somewhere and you touch the tissue and God forbid that tissue gets germed, you implant it somebody else, you fucked. I mean, the company's getting sued. And so, we're really, trying to be anal really about how we handle everything. And
you got to keep a straight head about it.
Right.
And even if there's emotion involved,
right. We got to be professional. But to that point where it's like, we have to act like every donor is someone we know.
Yeah.
We don't want to, screw around. We don't want to, play around. And I mean, to keep a normal mindset, you kind of have to like joke around about a lot of things because we are
humor heals everything.
Right.
And, like that's what they say. Like the darkest humor you laugh at because of how shitty things are. Right?
Yeah. How things can, things could get. So, but at the same time, and, the second thought, like, all right, well, this was someone to somebody. And so, and that's, and that's why I'm actually pretty proud about our company. We really kind of do that. Like, all right, listen, this is, all BS aside, this is business and, this is someone's loved one. So, yeah, kudos to my company.
Fucking A.
Yeah, so, that's great to hear. I mean,
right.
I think this entire episode has just been like a fucking mind fuck.
Oh yeah, Joe's been mind fucked.
Yeah.
I can't keep on going, but I know I think a limited time. I don't know what the
my brain is like a fucking
no, but I mean this was
a really bad joke that would have been very, very bad.
Yeah, no, this is a really good show. I love that. This kind of just blew our minds, and we're just like, "Fuck!"
Right.
I mean, I went from Breaking Bad to melting bodies in a fucking tub to fucking saving lives and shit. Jesus Christ!
Like we work.
That's
with
like
computers.
Cloverfield
He
2.
works with
John Candy tried to do with.
I sell fucking beer.
John Goodman.
Yeah. You sell beer. We work with computers. You
save lives.
You recycle bones and save lives.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fucking A.
Well, we applaud, all your technicians that
the whole the people behind the scenes, right?
I mean, because they're the ones they're the guys that do it,
right? And then, like I was saying before, like these guys, they deserve a lot more credit than what we do, and it's just not even because we have so many different departments, and it's everyone from the people who clean the utensils that we use to people who bring in the shipment of supplies that we use. And it's just, everyone deserves, everything. It's hard to, thank everyone, but, everyone is, big impact of what we do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's awesome.
So,
well, we thank you for your hard work.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And congratulations on your knee replacements.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You're 10 years in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh,
10, 11 years?
It's going to be 12 years next month. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If it fails, you got to take yourself back and beat the shit out of yourself.
Yeah. Right. Oh, there's always that. I mean, it's not 100%. It's close to it, though.
All right. Well, as we're coming to closer to the end of the show, we're going to do some lightning rounds with you.
Okay, good.
More of kind of let the people get to know you kind of thing. So we're just gonna
basically a this or that.
Yeah, we're gonna rattle off some things, and you just tell us what you like, what you don't like.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to kick it off?
All right. I'm gonna go with the easy one first. Cat or dog?
I'm an animal person. I love both. I got 4 dogs myself, so I gotta say.
I'm gonna say dog because he got
For dogs, you just said
He lost his ACL.
We kind of addressed that question
you're
at
right.
the beginning of the episode.
you lost 2 ACLs to a fucking dog, right?
Yeah.
And you can say you don't like cats. I fucking hate cats. It's okay.
Yeah. You know, I
They're devious. And they shit in the house. And not the toilet. Like,
well, you could train them, I think, right? And but you know, I always felt the cats always, you know, like I said, the company I work for
they smother you in your sleep. Fuck you, cats.
No.
So,
All right. Spring
Next.
or fall?
I like spring. I like rejuvenation. Yeah, spring.
All right. Summer, winter.
Summer.
All right.
all right.
I didn't go to the gym for nothing.
Sun's out, guns out, right?
That's right.
I can't say it. I'm still fat. All right. So, redheads or blondes?
Gee.
Or
you know,
if your
get
fiance's a
yourself
brunette.
Or-
brunette.
or brunette.
I
No
need-
comment for this.
Yeah. Ron Howard's daughter. I don't know her name.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Howard, yeah.
She's hot.
All right.
I
So,
am-
And
love
her
with her.
twin.
It's
her
a redhead.
who's a twin that plays? She was Molly's game.
she has a twin?
Well, no, it's not her legitimate twin.
Oh.
But they definitely identical each other or resemble each other.
I
Am I
know-
know?
I
I've
haven't
never
seen
seen it.
Molly's
She's
games, I don't know.
another redhead, but she's. I'm trying to think. I'm terrible with actresses' names.
All right.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
So you're a redhead guy.
Redhead.
no, I'm not. And then you said redhead or blonde?
Or brunette?
Well, brunette.
Brunette, because, you
Well,
know,
yeah.
we know your fiance.
Yeah. She was the love of my life. Yes.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Cake or ice cream?
I'm a tiramisu kind of guy, so I think
That is cake. I
That's
think.
cake, yeah.
Yeah, it's cake.
It's
That's
cake.
not ice cream, that's
category.
cake.
yeah, it's my kind of favorite cake.
Beer or liquor?
Tito's.
What?
The liquor, yes. But you know, alcoholics always like whatever. No,
Whatever's in your
so,
glass.
whatever's in my glass, bubbly and vodka.
All right. So, we just did what? Beer or booze? So,
Yeah.
what do you like? The beach or the woods better?
Again, I like going camping. And I like going down to.
We didn't say it's going to be fucking easy, man. Pick a fucking pick one.
What do you like better?
I like the woods better.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I would pick that over the
If it
fucking
was
beach.
10 years ago, maybe a beach.
I don't know. I'm still a beach guy. I just came from the beach.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, at least Jersey Beach.
No, not Jersey Beach.
Listen, I love Jersey beaches, man.
I
I've been
hate
all over the
Jersey
fucking
Shore.
world. Jersey beaches are awesome.
No, I would never. I hate going down the shore.
I can't go in the water without seeing
I just
my
went
ankles.
to the Ramapo Lake. Am I going to the Ramapo Lake? It's actually pretty nice up
it?
there. Yeah.
Why are you swimming in lakes? Like, you're going to die.
No,
Because there's anacondas in there.
No, because of all these
Okay,
fucking the flesh-eating bacteria that's
No,
invading all the fucking lakes in the summer. Look, Lake Copacon's closed.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
Well, no, they're closed because of the anacondas.
Listen, he's got a
They're
replica.
closed because there's shit in the water is why they're closed.
He's got a replica for every bone in his body in his office, so he's fine.
He's fine.
I'm fine. I can replacement tomorrow if you need it.
I'm just envisioning you have like a freezer with just body parts all stacked up.
I don't
in
want
there.
to say
With his
you're
initials
over
on it.
exaggerating, but you're not.
All right, ready, go up.
All right, Disney or Universal?
Universal.
I just came from Universal.
All right, ready?
I went to Universal. When it's Disney, I was like 8. I mean, Universal.
By the way,
I went a couple years
everyone
ago.
says Disney's so expensive. Universal is so much
Just
more
as
expensive.
So much more expensive.
So much more expensive.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
I'd rather stay in my backyard.
This comes to food. Italian food or Spanish food?
Ooh, been in Italian food my whole life. No, I'll stick with Italiano.
All right.
Sorry, my throat was a little sore. All right, so then tacos or burgers?
Taco Tuesday or burgers every week? Yeah, I go with burgers. Yeah. I'm a burger kind of guy.
All right.
Especially we got that.
Ready?
There's that. I don't know if you guys ever had that potbelly peppers. There's a store in New York that has potbelly peppers that has like carrots, but it's marinated in the hot sauce.
I don't do hot.
Fantastic.
Have to check it out.
I put that on everything. Hot dogs, hamburgers.
I'm salivating, but my stomach is turning from pain. Just, I haven't had hot sauce in like weeks.
and it's called the Potbelly, and it's fantastic. Like
It's not the Potbelly sandwich place, right?
it might be. It's in New York.
I don't know. I mean, I know
it's
I haven't seen it in New York, but I've seen it in DC.
I know it's called Potbelly. I think they have a deli. It might be their name, but it's
All right,
you put that
check it out.
on everything.
I'll check it out.
Steak, burgers,
Right.
hot dogs, pasta vazul. No.
All right, tits or ass?
I'm always an ass man. Yeah.
BMW or Mercedes?
Well, I drive a Mercedes my whole life, so yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
iPhone or Droid?
Again, I owned an iPhone. I had my iPhone 7, I guess, for about 3-4 years. So yeah.
Right?
I'm not tech savvy. Like
I know you're gonna,
Hold on.
You're gonna change it.
Wait, a
It's so
7?
funny how
I saw it, and it came to you.
this landed on me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Joe. Finish.
Uh-oh.
No, I was just saying, you're on a 7 still?
Or, yeah, I think so. I got that. I'm not even that tech savvy, so I think it's a 7. I mean,
No, he comes over here whenever he needs some.
right. I go, Ramsey, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is, and can you hack my phone? Because I want to play this game.
Fair enough.
I don't know. What is this? You tell me.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll just hand them my phone. What is it?
I didn't even realize that when you got until you said it.
yeah, I think it's a 7.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Yeah, it's 7+.
It survived.
All right, good. Go with your question.
My
I see you itching over there.
This yeah. Giants or Jets? No. Big Blue.
Giants or Jets? Kidding me?
Yeah.
The New Jersey Giants and New
yeah.
Jersey Jets? No, I'm a Dallas Cowboys
Yeah,
fan. Yes,
exactly.
Thank you. That's terrible.
That I knew.
You didn't even. Ugh.
I'm sorry I didn't know that, guys. Call me. Fuck you.
You want to see my tattoo?
Oh, there it is.
You want to see my tattoo, there, Joe?
He's the reason I'm a Cowboy
Just
fan.
don't be one of those assholes who gets like season champs in the beginning of the fucking season and then it never happens.
No,
You haven't seen those tattoos like Super Bowl champ?
Oh yeah, no, I won't do that.
No.
But you know what? Raymond's going to get mad at me. I would like if either New York teams. I would like to see the Jets win.
I can see the Jets win.
So
I didn't even mind when the Giants won. The fans are annoying, but I hated it when the Eagles won.
Yeah.
I can't stand Eagle fans.
Eagle fans, I don't like. They're a different breed.
They really are.
Asshole.
Yeah. Asshole breed.
All right, Mets or Yankees? I think I know the answer.
I am a Yankee fan, but also
You like the Mets?
I like the Mets. The same thing. I had the same pity as the Jets. I like to see the other team win. You know, Yankees, they should win. They don't win. I mean, but I was a Yankee fan, like
Back in the
Don
day.
Mattingly, like Yankees, Paul O'Neill. I mean,
okay.
you know, before they were
What
great.
about when they were Joe Torre age and
Well, yeah, of
back
course.
in
Yeah,
the early-
yeah. I mean, everybody loved the Yankees
of
when they
course.
were like that.
He had a Derek Jeter poster in his room.
yeah.
I did not have their. I had a Tino Martinez. Get it right.
Oh, Jeter.
All right, last one. Then I have another question for you after that.
Yeah.
Oh, lessons on me. We're not doing any more of these, so I got to pick out the best one.
The best
No,
one.
last one. There's one left.
Go ahead, dude.
There's a bunch more.
We got all day.
I got a shit ton more.
I didn't see those. Jesus Christ.
I wrote a whole bunch more after I showed you that, man.
All right, so do the hockey one, and then I didn't see that. I didn't see
Devils.
those.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was
All right.
Rangers, Devils.
So I even tell Raymond my whole life, if Giants or Jets were a Jersey team, it said New Jersey Jets or Giants, I'll consider not changing my team, but rooting for them.
Rooting for one of them. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Blue eyes or green eyes?
Ooh,
Or brown if your fiance says brown eyes.
I
You don't
love
get in
her
trouble.
brown eyes. Yes, I love her brown eyes. But I do like green eyes.
Hey, guy, we can still look.
Yes. I like green eyes. But
There you go.
I do
All
like
right.
blue eyes too. I mean,
If you don't look, you're fucking dead. Just
Exactly.
you don't think your wife is getting turned on by that Christian Grey guy?
I like
the movie?
Joe's blue eyes. I mean,
They are the cause and the
I like
solution.
Joe's
I think
blue
so.
balls.
I think
The
you
cause
get in
and
a lot of
solution
trouble
of
with
most of
those
our
eyes.
problems.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We almost have
I'm
like
sorry.
a-
You guys are jumping two different things. Say that. What did you say?
My blue eyes are the cause and solution to all of my life's problems.
Okay, and then what did you say?
I said you have like Bradley Cooper eyes. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank
You in
you.
trouble. Yeah.
I said I liked his blue balls.
Oh,
I am married.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking, babe. I love you. I love
All right. Pizza or Chinese?
pizza.
Well, see, you're in an area where the food is actually really good, right? Like up here where I'm at,
Right.
it sucks.
Pizza sucks?
Oh my god, everything sucks.
Yeah, I have. I have two.
But he didn't grow up where he is now.
No, but even where he did grow up,
No,
food was still good.
Right.
Over here, it fucking sucks.
Really?
Sucks.
I thought New Jersey water is the best, like for bagels and pizza.
No, I mean that whole premise is still true.
Right.
It's just the people that make the food suck.
Right. Yeah,
Well,
That's what it is.
The problem is also the ovens, right? So water is a big factor, but those ovens that have been used for 150, there's fucking shit on those ovens from 100 years ago.
Never been.
That's flavoring it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's seasoned. It's a good fucking thing,
True.
you know, and that's a
true.
big part of it too. If you don't have the right oven, the right equipment,
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough question, though. Because I have a better Chinese food where I moved out to is better Chinese food than
Than where you lived.
I used to live.
Yeah.
And I could
because it's probably
It's
chicken
tough.
and not cat.
or pigeon, right?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
see less pigeons nowadays. And
All right, well, I'm glad you have this next question because I don't know what the fuck you mean on this.
So I didn't know. So before we talked about all these things, I didn't know what the fuck you did. So I'm like,
Right.
harvesting bones, easier to harvest, a finger or a toe.
so the finger and toe.
The way, hold on. The way I read that was, is it easier bone? Is it easier to bone to harvest finger or toe? And
No,
I was like, what the
I knew what he meant. So the finger or the bone in your toe is a metatarsal. So it could replace, again, if you lose your finger. And I'm pretty sure you can YouTube a ton of stories where, someone replaced their fingers on the hand with a toe.
Yeah.
Right. There's
a
hundreds.
lot of thumbs, right?
yeah, because they're so tiny. Yeah. So, but my company, we harvest metatarsals. So, if that's what's needed,
Okay.
easily done. Yeah. So,
Never. Right?
Instagram or Facebook?
I only have Facebook, so.
Too hot or too cold?
Like if you had to be one, like would you rather be?
I'd rather be hot than cold.
I feel you. I'm the same way. I'd rather be hot than cold.
I'd rather be cold.
Especially I lost all the weight.
I'd rather be hot.
Right.
Really? I'm the only one who likes the cold?
I'd rather be hot.
No, I'd rather be in Florida.
The
or
cold cuts
California.
through me now, man. Like since I've lost, as of yesterday, because I weighed myself, I lost 247 pounds in my weight loss. And,
Congratulations, buddy.
yeah. And since I've lost that weight, the cold just cuts through me, man. Like
I just came from Florida, and I literally spent the time that I was in our condo in a sweatshirt because they had the temperature at like 62 degrees.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but
I went completely opposite from you and went to fucking Vermont. The first day, we were in that heat wave, and it was fucking 95 degrees. We found out that there's no air conditioner in this place.
nice.
they don't have them up there.
I would
man.
have been fine.
I mean, I dealt with it. It was the fan.
They have summer houses where they have like porches they sleep on.
Oh, yeah,
not
no.
have-
My wife
Wait, so hold on.
literally would have gotten in the car and left.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I'll deal with it with the fan. Whatever, we'll figure it out. The next few nights afterwards was down in the 50s, and I was like, fucking put on a fire. I was like, let's do this.
I think I can one up you. I think I went to Colorado
yeah,
beginning of June,
yeah.
and it snowed 18 inches.
Really?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I was stuck there for my job for 3 days. But I mean, we still, continued to work. The guys had the 4x4s, but I think they're used to that.
yeah.
But they're saying like this is like unheard of, and it had 18 inches on like the night.
Jesus Christ, in the middle of fucking June.
Right? And he's like, this never happened. You guys should probably just go back to Jersey. You're a bad omen or our plants are dying because you guys came. But
Well, the southern hemisphere technically right now is in winter, right? So like June in South America has to be cold.
No?
Like the far, I mean,
how far South America? I mean, I went to Colombia and fucking the weather is always like
well,
80 degrees.
So
all
if
year
you went
round.
to in New Jersey, whatever our longitude and latitude is, if you went to that same point in South, the same latitude south in South America, it should be the same temperature the opposite month, right? Because the way the Earth,
opposite time of the year.
Yeah, so if December, like
You would think.
in Australia,
I guess-
Christmas is a summer holiday.
Well, I mean, you would think, but I mean, like I said, I went to fucking Medellin back in fucking February.
No, I understand, but I'm telling
and they even said like all year round, it's like 80 degrees.
So what made me think of this the first time I had this thought?
Isn't California like straight like 75, like the whole year?
Parts of California, yes.
Yeah, maybe parts. Of it. I don't know.
But no, so I follow a guy on Instagram called Had a Dad. He's the Australian guy that's like it's like does like a Crocodile Dundee Had a Dad type of fucking shit.
Yeah,
and he was posting.
That's not a knife.
Essentially,
it's
a knife. Yeah,
and he was posting over Christmas, and they were going to the beach and doing all summer fucking activities because December in Australia is the summer.
Okay.
Which makes sense because it's the opposite side of the fucking world, right? So somewhere it's got to be the same way, right?
I guess. So. Interesting.
All right, who are we on? Is it my turn now?
It's your turn. We got a few questions left.
All right, so
whip them out.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Oh,
you know what? Cardi B did the whole.
She's a stripper.
Yeah, I know, but she was hot. She was
steals
hot,
your money.
She straight up robbed people when she was stripping. It's fucking amazing.
What was that Adam Levine song that she did with him?
Oh, Moon 5. Moon 5, yeah.
At the World Series, so Super Bowl.
Guess I know you're talking about. I forget the name of the song.
Yeah, I'm terrible at names. So,
all right. Right, what do you got?
Guns N' Roses or Aerosmith?
Ooh.
Aerosmith.
80s.
Fuck that. I'm Guns N' Roses.
The poor guy had more facial placements than Cardi B.
Who cares? I'm a bigger fan. I'm a bigger fan of Slash.
Maybe he got them from you. With
You
the
know what?
placements.
Slash. So
Yeah.
a funny. No, I'll tell you a funny story. So our company, we have a Halloween.
Did you replace his bone?
No, I did not.
But did you replace his bone?
I replaced him though. That was funny.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so our company had like a Halloween thing, funny, and each department had to come up with their own theme. So, unfortunately, our department said, "All right, dead musicians." So everyone was dead musicians.
Dead musicians?
But Andrew, I'm like, well, he must have died once or twice, He had to be, So everyone, who was
everyone
Led Zeppelin, who was
Jimi Hendrix, Andrew shows up as Slash,
who was Prince, but I looked fantastic as Slash. So I'm like, I am not changing my look.
Hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first said that though, I didn't think an actual musician that was dead. I thought because you work with dead.
Dead bodies.
I would have thought the same. To be honest,
what you should have done is
like any musician just
made
a
a
dead
zombie version of Slash. You killed him.
No, but
made him.
I shit you not. I looked pretty good as Slash, and that's why I told my boss. I'm like, listen, put the wig on. I got the nose ring.
Listen,
I'm Slash. I'm not changing. I don't care.
Did you have the hat?
I had the hat. I had the guitar. I had the cut off sleeves. I had the cigarette.
This is off topic of these things, but I just thought of it when we're talking. Yeah. Are you terrified of the zombie apocalypse? Because I feel like you're at ground zero.
You know what? Yeah, and I always said that to my company. I'm like, if zombies would appear or come about,
he would just take their bones.
Yeah. No, well, actually, you know what? They can't walk because we took their bones.
That's true.
So, I mean, but
you're proactively fighting the zombie apocalypse.
Right. Yeah. But we deal with a lot of stuff that...
Or he's creating the zombie apocalypse.
All right.
You can look at it the other way.
Right.
He's putting dead things in these people.
He's creating patient zero.
I say 50-50. Okay? I go 50-50.
All right, so who's it on now?
It's on me. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
I always liked Britney, though. I always said when I was younger...
The crazy girls.
I hope my wife is not listening, but I think I had a chance with Britney.
He's got a thing for the crazy girls. Like the really crazy girls.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's another episode, yes.
I married a crazy girl, so...
Yeah.
I divorced crazy girl.
Yeah. Not as crazy as that.
All right, Joe, your favorite question.
All right. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
What the...
Oh, come on. You listen to him. We all listen to him.
I'll probably say NSYNC.
I agree.
Well, you got Joey Fatone right here. No, I'm kidding.
I just Justin Timberlake.
He,
Right?
he does look like a Mexican Joey Fatone.
You know what? You know what? You actually do. Thank you. You actually.
Oh
you know
my
what?
God.
Dude, how did you guys not know this?
I'm sorry, but
You do. Yeah, you kind of look Greek. You look Greek. You're definitely Greek.
oh my God.
How did you guys not know this?
You're Greek.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, he's Greek. He definitely looks Greek.
Good trip down high school memory lane.
Yeah, seriously.
Well,
I wasn't in high school with you.
At least now you guys know what next Halloween costume can be. Nice thing, guys.
Oh, that's great.
All right, Ray, you're up.
That's funny.
All right, I think. All right, regular Law and Order or SVU?
SVU was the only one standing.
That NCIS or whatever it is.
We can change it to NCIS or Law and Order. if you want.
SVU was the only one standing.
I want to.
What do you mean only standing?
You don't watch
Out
reruns?
of the Law and Orders that
It's
are
still on, yes, but
it's still on the longest running Law and Order. That's
yeah,
out
but
there.
Law and Order had fucking Jerry Orbach in it. Come on,
Yeah, but
no one puts baby in a fucking corner.
no longer exists. Law and Order, Criminal Intent, those are all dead.
Listen,
Yes, they are, but there's 700 of them you can watch on.
All right,
fucking
what's your
PBS.
favorite crime show?
I despise
Favorite crime show? Okay,
Listen, I despise one girl, Olivia.
I love Olivia.
I hate Olivia. If she gets killed, I'll be happy.
she's like best famous parents, right?
But-
she is. Is it?
But
she
not
just-
current Olivia. I need like season
No,
like
now.
like
Season
2
5.
through 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
She's still pretty fucking good looking, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She's a little too seasoned for me.
No,
now.
I don't. I like the other guy who went
Stabler.
to
Stabler.
Superman.
Stabler was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went to Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good in Oz. Remember Oz?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
He was great in Harold Kumar.
I was just gonna say-
That's my favorite role he's ever done. Both of them. When he was the
redneck.
the first one when he was Freak Show, the guy that picked him up and that has can you fuck my wife? That and then the second one when he was the Klans leader.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
he's in that other.
What did you do to a minority today?
Did you see that new show he's in?
Yeah, Happy
Happy.
with the
Yeah, with the fucking unicorn.
Unicorn. Yeah,
Patton Oswalt.
Oh my! It's a fucking acid trip.
it's really
Yeah.
funny. All right, weed or booze?
Not a weed guy, so booze up.
Gotta wait till it becomes legal.
Yeah,
See
no,
what-
it ain't even. No, actually, weed just. It's a downer for me, so I don't like to be
Down.
I like to
Nobody
run
likes
up
to
and
be
down
down.
the
Like to
block.
be up.
I'm upper kind of guy. Yeah, I like to run, like I said, up and down the block.
You drank half a bottle of fucking vodka tonight.
and I'm
That's a
fine.
downer.
And no, not me. I'm ready to go. Boom, boom, boom.
Alcohol's a depressant. I work in the business. I know these things. It may make you feel good, but it's not supposed to. All right. So speaking of alcohol,
Yeah.
Bud Light, Coors Light, or Miller Light?
My first beer was a Coors Light.
You're in New Jersey. Everyone's first beer is a fucking Coors
You
Light.
know, so if I had
Well,
to
it depends.
choose,
It's either Coors Light or Natty Ice.
This is true. You're right.
it was like $5 for a case.
I think it still is.
Unless you had parents like me where it was a Heineken or a Corona.
Yeah. No, I like Coors Light. So Coors Light, like I said, my first and beer I liked.
Fair enough.
Right?
All right. Would you rather have the superpower to fly or to become invisible?
Ooh. You know what? I would like to fly. Because I feel like I do it anyway. So
This last one's rough.
Wait, how did I...
You don't smoke weed, but you think
Wait. How did I get this question?
Luck of the draw.
All right.
I'll ask you if it's out there, man.
poetic justice.
Hold on. I just wanted to give it enough time so I can edit it out later. All right. I don't know how I got this question.
yeah.
Would you rather walk in on your dad fucking your dog or your dog fucking your dad?
What the?
I heard this.
Perfect, like, you
I
know-
heard this on Barstool Sports, and that's why I thought it was fucking.
I didn't come up with this question. It was here on the list, and it's for you.
Shit, my father. I mean, my father either or. I mean, right? You met my father. I mean, the whole fucking thing was my father. He's a sick fuck, that guy. Oh, man.
See, okay, I'll answer it because I'll help you out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I
Thank
feel
you.
that I'd rather my dad to be fucking the dog because at least
Yeah,
at least then he's in charge. Otherwise, you walk in, you see the dog,
He's
and he
sick
kind of looks
fuck.
over at you, and you catch eyes with the dog, and you're like, It's a little. I feel like that's the better solution.
My dad's fat, so I don't think a dog. I don't care how big his dick is. He's too fat. It's not gonna happen. So, I mean, unless my dad he's passed out on the couch, and it's.
All right, that question might not make it on.
Holy Christ!
I saw it on fucking Barstool Sports. They do like the fucked up questions.
Did you see? I hate this? Ramsey, did you show him?
I didn't. Hold on.
So I have a friend of mine that works with me, and he wind up on Barstool. So he has a onesie with Tiger Woods when he's got arrested on whatever medication he was on, and he wore it at some bar, and they somehow Barstool got him on there.
Oh my god!
And I work with that poor guy. But this guy, like, he's the coolest kid in the world, and
oh my god!
And he's
amazing.
wearing a women's
and I hate to say, I think that's in front of it's either in front of Universal or Disneyland, and that's why it went so
viral.
Yeah,
That's fucking amazing.
it's crazy. But besides the fact that he has like 1,000 tattoos, he has Jack Nicholson when he's breaking through in Shining on his chest.
On his chest?
On his chest. Yeah, he has Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, and all over his body. It's just
Those were all really good tattoos, though.
yeah, no, and they're
If you're gonna have someone on you, they're kind of people you want to have on you.
yeah,
right?
no, I mean
You don't want like Luke
he
Perry on your
spent-
fucking arm.
no, yeah, he spent he knows a lot
No,
of
but
people.
those are really good tattoos. Jack Nicholson in The Shining,
Right,
Freddie
Phenomenal.
Mercury, Michael Jackson. Those
They're
were all
They're
How about
iconic.
Pacino and
iconic
Scarface?
people. Yeah.
and he actually might have. I don't. Al Pacino, he might.
Those are all good people to have.
I'm not talking down on him.
No.
It's not like Impractical Jokers where he had Jaden Smith on his thigh.
Yeah.
So I have one of my friends from high school. His wife works for the network that does Impractical Jokers
True TV. Yeah.
for True TV, and she was telling me a story about that tattoo. And she's like, they were going on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and it was like right after he got the tattoo. And she's like, listen, guys, you're on public, national syndicated TV. It's like, you cannot talk about the fact that you have a child tattooed 3 inches from your crotch. They're like, you can, because he was still underage when they had it done. He was still a kid.
Oh my
So
god.
they're like, you cannot make jokes about having a child in that proximity. She's like, within 30 seconds, they were saying, yeah, you got a kid's face right next to your dick. And like, just to the point like where she's like, yeah, we were getting phone calls of people complaining about, it's like, luckily it was a Late Late Show.
Yeah.
So there wasn't, like
There wasn't
grandma.
too much,
Wasn't
yeah.
grandma watching, the.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
Thanks, Ramsey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So.
All right. Well, Andrew, we've gone on long enough. I think this is probably the longest episode that we've gone on.
All right.
So we are going to.
My brain is still broke from it.
Yeah. No. This is a really good episode. I think a lot
No,
of
he
people.
was really torn about the dog fucking question.
No. This is.
No, I think we settled that one. I mean, definitely.
No. This is a really good episode. I think a lot of people are going to have their minds blown.
Right. So before you end it, so I really do want to tell people out there, if you want to be an organ donor, it's not your body's not going to waste. I mean, people are.
Yeah, they don't realize, right?
Yeah. I mean,
people, they think that they're going to, I'm not going to be an organ donor,
Right,
But you
you're
could
not
be
gonna-
saving like a
you're
little
not-
kid's life.
you're not going to help somebody, but in reality, you are. If someone needs something, your body could benefit from them. And it's always a good thing. You're always like, oh, I'm gonna go. If I pass away, I'm gonna go with whatever God intended me with to go away. But at the same time, if you need, if you're capable of helping somebody else with a lung,
Anything.
eyes,
Anything.
liver,
I think this
bones,
this is going to make
I'm
me.
not an organ donor, and I'm going to go become one.
I think I'm going
Right,
to.
if
I
you're
think I'm
gonna-
going to because I
Yeah,
think this
I'm
is
not-
one of those things where it's a different perspective because you think about it from someone else's perspective, like your own perspective. It's like, well, whatever, what if my family wants to bear, like, no, like you got to think about it as, well, my body can save someone else's life.
Right. And it's not even somebody. It's not even your own kid. Maybe
right. Exactly.
Maybe
it's not necessarily a random person, but yes, like you said, your own kid.
Right.
Now that we have kids, like yes, of course, I would love to give anything to my
and not even my kid, like
someone else's kid.
Once you have
just a kid in general, right? Yes.
Once you have a kid, like it doesn't matter who the kid is. Like I'll watch a show and it's. Something happens to a kid, and I'm hysterical crying.
Right,
oh my god!
In front of my TV.
Now, all right,
you tear up.
Listen,
no, I'm full on.
No,
bawling
listen.
about
You're
shit.
not a father yet. You're not a father yet, right? The minute this may sound stupid, this may sound like the most ridiculous. Like me and Ray went to a fucking wrestling show one day, and there was just like an advertisement.
The Cowboys Giants game?
No. It was.
I know you're talking the
Connor's Cure thing, right?
Yeah.
Where so there was a kid that had cancer. His name was Connor,
right?
And the WWE this whole thing with the kid.
Sure.
They actually named the foundation after the kid.
Right.
I mean, when they fucking aired that thing,
dude, you're tearing up right now. I can see the fucking tears in your eyes.
We
both teared up.
It's a
my god!
movement.
Like within 5 minutes, it was like, because you think about it, right? It's like you have your own kids, right? And it's like it changes your perspective on the whole thing, and
it really is a switch. And you're right. The second you I remember I thought two things when I first saw my son. The first thing was like, yep, that's exactly what you should look like. Like you've seen them for 20 years, you knew exactly what they should look like, and two, you just knew that there's nothing that you wouldn't do to stop him from having an ounce of pain of any sort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you'll get there, but take your time.
But once you get there, like it's a switch.
It's a switch. You'll do anything and.
So
I remember that. The segment ended. We both looked at each other. We're fucking crying. Between us.
Yeah, and it just happened because what you do is you're thinking about it as
you start applying it to your own
life, your perspective. Like if that was your kid, how would you feel? Like automatically, like you wouldn't want to fucking you don't want a kid suffer like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. So, anyways, back to
reality. Yeah.
There goes gravity.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things. I think I'm going to change the whole organ. This brings a completely different light to the whole
situation. It's tough because I know a lot of people who listen. This is what I got. Yeah, I'm going to go with what I got. But then you have the same
my whole
mentality. And you have a lot of people if I pass away, God forbid, if I can help somebody else out, I will. So it's all on you. It's how you feel. I mean, there's no right or wrong. I mean, it's not. I mean, if you want to help somebody else, I mean, your organ donor. If you don't want to, it's not being selfish. It's not. Because again, it's this is what God gave me. This is what God I'm going with. So, there's numerous, things that we could do to help each patient.
So, I'm going to go out on the fucking limb here because I'm that asshole that always does it.
No, go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. So with the whole, it's what God gave you, what you came in with, right?
Right.
I get that. I taught CCD for 10 years. And, I ran my confirmation programs. I kind of know that argument.
Right.
But the learning more about the science tonight and just knowing about medical advances in general, it just seems like such a stupid fucking argument.
Well, even if you, it's not even an argument because if you're really following your religion, your body isn't going anywhere. Your soul.
And it's not being. I don't want to even see being selfish. It's not being selfish. It's just like this is what I got. This is what I'm going with.
So I don't think it's selfish to decide. Hey, maybe this isn't the right choice for me. I understand that. But to you, again, I just can't. I don't know if I'm disenchanted with religion in my older age, having taught CCD for so long and seeing, again, I think Catholicism is the best solution. So I'm raising my son as. Right. I think religion is important to have as a foundation to create a good moral human being.
Sure.
But I don't think that saying, the people who say I'm not doing it because of my religion, just to me is like, but you know what? If you fucking needed a cancer treatment,
if you needed something from somebody,
and the doctors genetically engineered a fucking antibody that's going to go into your body and kill the cancer, you're like, stick me with the fucking needle,
right?
Yeah,
but you'll
be the first in line to take it, right?
I think the hypocrites in my older age just piss me the fuck off. Like, I'm not a good Catholic.
It's going to be there. I mean, it's
until they realize that when they need it or a family member close to them needs it,
right?
Yeah, until it hits home.
Yes, then it's a
right. If your kids needed something, you would be more than happy
immediately jump on it.
Whatever. What do you need from me?
Which one I'm so happy.
My arm, take my arm.
Which one I'm so happy we had you on tonight because. If nothing else, we brought light to this, which I think, our audience is growing, where we're still in the startup phase, if we want to call it, of the podcast, right? We're still on the growth projections.
Good. But this is a whole new perspective on this.
Like everyone should fucking hear this. Like it's
right. And I'm glad to be on the show and show the light of what we're doing and our companies.
I gotta say, thank you for coming on.
Seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the information and knowledge that you kind of provided to us as far as everything that you do and what your company does. And it's awesome. It's awesome work.
Yeah, no, we're
congratulations to you, 12 years on your knee replacements.
Right. Yeah, and just we're just providing to help people in the future, and that's what our company's going. We're prolonging injuries, and that's our main concern. Helping everyone for tomorrow.
That's awesome, man.
So,
all right.
What
we got left?
Tito's.
What we got next is we've got the cut to the finish.
Okay.
So one company that we've been looking at is Viking Revolution. Viking Revolution has a whole beard kit for men, basically. I see you got a beard.
Ooh,
Joe's got a beard. I've got a beard. They got a whole little bundle there. They got a brush. They got a.
It's a great kit. I have the kit too.
Oil kit.
I need one.
You should check it out.
It's a great kit. It really has everything you need. There's other products out there if you want beard knowledge. I've had last time you saw me, my beard was 2 times ago.
Long. Yeah.
I had the longest I've had it has been probably a good 7 or 8 inches down my chest. So
yeah, there's a reason.
We can only.
There's a reason why I don't let it grow that way, but it's
because you're brown.
I'll leave it out of that. Out of this topic.
No, that's not nice.
No, it's true. It's true.
It's fucking sad, but I know the reason why.
Why you said earlier?
Yes. No, we'll cut that out though. But no, yes, I still leave it a nice trim. Ray.
You travel so much, it would make your life so much fucking.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's terrible to say, but you would still be profiled.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I don't want to say anything, but I get profiled too because I get.
Well, because you're just as brown as I am.
Yeah, you have a darker skin.
Yeah,
whereas my pasty white ass, they see me like, oh, this is a fat Irish guy.
You must be a beer. You're from Ireland.
Get this guy a beer, he'll be good. That's all they fucking think.
Did you play in Braveheart? Yeah.
But everyone check them out. We'll send you a link on Amazon. If you have a beard and you want to take care of it and you don't look like a schlub, then check out the kit, see what it could do for you, and we'll take it from there.
Fucking A.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Well, we're going to end it on that note, but Andrew, thank you very much for coming.
No problem.
Shedding some light on this whole fucking bone donor,
organ donating.
This craziness that we've never even realized that you were doing.
Please don't forget, guys, like this if you like it, comment, give us feedback, subscribe, go become a fucking organ donor, go read about this shit that I'm going to do tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's
right.
Seriously.
If everything matters, you matter, during life else. And afterlife.
Listen, I want to cash in on this benefit at some point, hopefully in my life. If I can give back to someone, then if I'm hoping to live long enough where I need a new fucking knee ACL. But if I die before that, whatever.
Yeah,
that's really fucking morbid, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end on that note. This was a very long episode, but it was very worth it. Let us know what you think. We'll send out some links. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're all Gents Podcast. So AVG Gents Podcast. And I want to give a quick shout out to AwesomeDadGearReviews.com. they hooked us up. They sent us a nice shout out on their site, and we just want to give them a nice shout out.
We want to give you guys the love back that you gave us, so thank you for that.
Yep, and on that note, we're going to end it. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, good night,
everybody.
Thank you.